hello. Sinu dumbelop tu kungam sa. Tundangoma de ngzu lobsen sabaji ko chu imba. The respiration che. Ta tene 다른 아주 못투규이 respiration de kesa dundangoma de lange respiration chasan chi dishi kyap tu ma chung an daring ege ma respiration de chasan chi ma dishi kyap an de ga respiration se na respiration la ya rikari kazu yume di ma chi dishi kyagi to so bang azu lobsen de na le ya zhe tumbe bu chu kya respiration in organism se lobsen de na le ya so bu gi ju shi de dire kya zo de kya ko respiration de che and types of respiration ju shi ni de so bu che ta di nga zo ge. This is our focus area. Tang azu tangbo de la deche lobsen de ma chung li ya tanda de tu bu ni ge tibash durwa de tiba de sha artificial the natural light se na khar re ya shejne bu ji artificial se na that something which is not natural, something which is made by humans ngazu me gi so sha ba ji la artificial sigrwa synthetic la ne do artificial. So artificial man-made, something which is not natural, something which is made by we humans, the digital artificial. So artificial source of light, tanda the artificial kharrela na source of light ke shegorta, source of light. Source of light. So when we say artificial source of light, then we've got candles, bulbs, electric bulbs. Look, shell to ticket. These are artificial source of light. And then you may say our television set. Again, that's an artificial source of light. So these are artificial sources of light. Torch ticket some artificial. Now natural se to samba rangshin ki chung shabach legwa. Something which is not man-made. So, for example, sun is a natural source of light. Stars are natural source of light. And bioluminescent. Bioluminescent animals. Firefly. Firefly. Buriksta. Soja mangbuchiya. So rangi yodi. They can produce their own light, they can emit their own light. So these organisms which can produce their own light are called bioluminescent. So these are natural sources of light. And then luminescent luminescent are those that which produces their own light. These are called luminescent. Produce luminescent the objects luminescent object non-luminescent luminescent object mare I'm not a luminescent object because I can't produce my own light. You see me, that's because the light that is falling on my body is being reflected. Thus you can see me. So I'm not a luminescent, luminescent mare. Luminescent are those objects which can produce their own light. Sun is a luminescent object. Stars, these are luminescent ray. Candle is a luminescent, bulb, TV, sun, star, luminescent ray. Luminescent object ray te ine digedi artificial luminescent object. These are natural luminescent objects. Traditional ones in ticket. Lasso tatine nganzu dumbe boguso. Now, if you remember class 7, last time I talked about Boyle's law because that's something very much related in understanding how we take in gas from outside into our lungs. Gas should ever die, but what is the science behind it? How are we able to take in gases into our lungs? Some of you may say that's very natural because I'm breathing. And if I breathe in, naturally the air has to go in. But that's not a reasonable answer. The chidang answer mado chenik the devas came into us. So taring to kesang egi chenik tone on to deshesh gabina. Lower na long kangdang the color deshe gabina kesan that's why I talked about Boyle's law. Chidang e duk shugin da taring. Respiration the face even respiration the nangla respiration the in the topic dirwa. We are talking about respiration. There is a difference between respiration and breathing. Breathing the respiration yi pala ya keba yore sikting yi pala kebar chimba yore shishui. Breathing is a physical process. That's breathing. Also ventilation ya lagitwa. That's breathing or ventilation. It's nothing but a process of taking in and giving out gases. Taking in gas, that's inhalation. Exhaling, giving out gases. Breathing, that's a breathing, physical process. Like my nose trill, my nasal passage, nasal cavities, then my trachea, my lungs, lower the trachea, the diaphragm, the manguchi and therefore it's a physical process. Whereas respiration, respiration is a chemical process. It's a biochemical process. Kap tudu kharchigor sena zegyurchik supunala turbunala chungbe tone se shavadi thor seju ra seju digedi kharila gyurgore nushula gyurgor. That process is the gyurum dilya ngajo respiration sa ok jingup sena digdwa. So respiration nala even tangbodi I would say breathing. These are the events. When we talk about respiration, what are the events that occur? Breathing, that's the first event. Saninala, we call it as ventilation. Breathing. And the second event is diffusion of gas. I'll talk about it, diffusion of gas. I'll show you the picture of it, diffusion of gas. And the third event is cellular respiration. Or you may say respiration. It's a chemical process, right? So, gyurimsum gitone ngazu respiration de shigeche. Ta gyurim tangbo tinga zu breathing reda ventilation. Di kezang ye robs ke shevi breathing di. Gyurimsim de asum de kiransu peje kezang e dene gotsu brerwa taring e di juk dub che and dene dingi gang ke shigirwa. Yeah. Breathing alinida. Breathing sedu karesena process niyor ya. Inhalation and exhalation. Right? We are all familiar with these two processes involved. Inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation means taking in gas from the surrounding into our lungs. Exhalation means releasing out the gas from our lung to the surrounding, or the exhalation, inhalation, exhalation. Inhale, exhale. Now, more important question is, how do we explain the mechanism? These two mechanisms. We know that there are two different mechanisms involved in breathing process. Ya ma le tang chebe kap so ya gyurim ni chigi ya le ma tang gyurim ni chwa. That the gyurim ni digi tone and ngazo lower na la gas levia ta lower na ne ma chir gas lung digi ma tya the contest chungores. Mechanism. Now we are here to explain the mechanism. The mechanism of inhalation and exhalation. That's very important. Now, to understand this, the gotsuyalaya, nikesa mechanism the deshigalaya, karishesun. Tangpotela, air moves from high pressure to low pressure. Dichisheswa. Tadi Nema deshe gyatu samba di ni di hinji meji semba na shachene katuna di deshe gyabi gyurim de nali yakranso di ni she shab di ma sembal shache pejutan yerta. So yangse tenguche. Air moves from high pressure to low pressure. And di deshe gyache dunge kesa duntangoma de la ya kranso le ya bottle chik nala gambuti ma ma zudan di nge de she gaswa air pressure di thone ta nibu de kharre nibu de la boils law lir boils law ki khar se go rese na ta boils law nge yang station ida this time I have brought with me new activity tadi boils law ran de she gire tingo dudanguma de la nge de she gabi dudanguma de nge plastic bottle chi kipi and to do somebody ya plastic bottle dinge o ya chip ka so shrink do che so this save sta ma tange de ya bottle shake bottle chi kipi ro di ya ga gure de den ro chire ba tan de de ya na tang bu dinge chi so boils law de she ga di I have taken a syringe the tom ne ra digre 50 ml syringe re ra and the opening dinge cover chi shai nge de khadima igung dinge ka shawi I've taken a small balloon a balloon chun jush le so that I can insert it into the hole shong de share ra tangi dina look at the size of this balloon ra dina long khan yu the test sense wa ka khan sam chi nge dina look in ra now tasya dina le ya ko chine kya sa dina gambu di khar chi do tangi dos che syringe close shiginda khajap che tangi nge di ya push shigin ya buja tan kinda ya buja tan pick up so da di na la syringe ki di na column di na la ya tongba marwa gambu de ye ba che di da nyam to khari yor se na di na la lung chi yor ba it's not empty there is air in it right so de nge khar chu go re syringe di na ya push she do sambal ya nge khar chu go re plung di dok sir go ba so to do some khar chu go re you tell me am I increasing the pressure when I push the syringe shaft inside the syringe inside this column am I increasing the air pressure or am I decreasing the air pressure ya bujatam becomes so definitely ngelung ditsir becomes so I'm increasing the pressure right so data sia ya buchin kharchi gambutil ya ku sia now I am increasing the air pressure inside this syringe and observe what happens to the size of this balloon सीधा balloon दिखा चेसो थगी की size comparatively थगी की size दिले खर चेसो छुन डोसो pressure increase चेवी ना कंपू दी नांग की योबे की gas की volume दी decrease चेसो छुन डोसो ता दिगी dokcho 치긴다 दिगी dokcho दी 당에게 two thinkinda chilo thinkinda tangi khachigo thinking ya buja tang kapso I'm increasing the pressure I increase the pressure as a result the volume of the gas inside the balloon decreases now I am decreasing the pressure near reverse cho opposite direction dengi ki cho shebatil ma thinkinda sia tempe kapso kharchungu when I decrease the pressure the balloon gets inflated which means that the volume of air inside the balloon increase so teleya Boyle's law lana kharse gorlana decrease the pressure volume increases decrease the pressure volume increases this is decrease the pressure volume of the gas increases kambuti share doswa nang dikhanswa dire so ngegi thagiya buja tam bekapsu I increase the pressure volume decreases when I decrease the pressure volume increases so you can even do that at home so boys lo khale gidu volume da pressure ni de inversely proportional do chitengor diga se gore when you increase the volume when you increase the pressure you decrease the volume when you decrease the pressure you increase the volume crying oppositely related rays deva the context to volume the pressure ni phali ya air ki volume the pressure ni phali ya deva context to gas ki volume the pressure ni phala deva context to lana they are oppositely related radwa chik pharna shendi cha chik cha suna shendi phar dok session tengudwa so the Boyle's law ta kodo stache tange nebadale ya chik air move from high pressure to low pressure le di chik de kiran so activity din ansia tinge dok session delivery tube ni le be shell ke delivery tube and chik la yang gambu di thu sha bi ro shembati free re ta penang ege gambu ne di shell delivery tube shell de nge ge push kya be na gambu di tia I can't inflate it ye de gambu pu ja dum da 다 계승에 되네 푸자 되네 if I blow it nge 되네 lung tangbeina ani gambu disya 푸캉스와 칸스와 디 델 투민도와 gambu디 so gambu디 야 베그마르와 룽캉마르와 오독셰 땅에 가지게 디다 유림디 센스와데 통스와 기나조 카데 디 튜브니디 카왈 튜메 네직디 gam불 튜레 네직디 동바레 게 튜요마레 다댕 얘기 디나라 인다 shedan nan lubi 성에 되네 푸자고 찍버찍이야니 gambu디 푸지 두말 아 땅에 셰굿 난 루인다 shedan nan 룩치네 나겐 되네 푸자고 다긴에 되네 야 똥바인 백값으로와 I can easily blow the balloon inflate the balloon but when the same balloon is inserted into this bottle 땅에 되네 푸지냐고와 같이 장도 또 다 댕에 되네 이군디 까셔라 당보 가선 디 이군디 마가베나 디나 룽도 사시도와 다 이군디 까고와 안 댕에 푸냐 감부디 푸칸 카고도와 데시칸 다긴 치로를 여번나 신기 내단지 중국문도와 디 간스나 디 낭로를 거는 코란 룽시 칸데요사 사제지 진켄시 여러와 룽디게 사제 진요사 아니 감부디 나라 룽 칸야라 사제스케 메두코 시라 베투고 말해 독세 땅에 있다 디 나네 다디 이공딩에 까메다 디난 룽도 사요 풀 양투고도와 땅 얘기 디네 품마장와서 디네 양긴다 다기 디네 양투고면도와 디네 양투고면도와 됐어야 땅에 디네 푸장긴다 디네 감부디 양투고도와 네 감부디 푸장사 디네 얘기 초디 배추단친 다디 가르치는 레슬레디 디닝에 가지고 있으나 녜 푸자메다 얘기 두시시네 디낭라 에어 프레셔 쉬어라 버를 난기 에어 프레셔다 버를 치로기 에어 프레셔 중그로와 녜 디네 욱 탱기도 얘 가지고 있으나 버를 난기 녜 야탱이다 녜마 롱디 땅메다 녜 야탱 롱디 야집이 야집도 삼발라 버를 난기 롱디 얘기 추템버 치로 템버 버를 난기 롱디 치로 템도 삼발라 아니 감부디 베우다 감부디 베우스와 bottle nangi lung dinge chilol matön beinda chilo matön tu bottle nangla egi pressure de kharchavre low chavre rwa bottle nangi lung matön beina nanglogi egi pressure de low chagrwa chilogi air pressure di high chavrwa comparatively high chagrwa ani kharchigre chilogi lung di nangzu chimbar air move from high pressure to low pressure so that air always move from high pressure to low pressure ngegi pressure difference thande chala gambudi begumindwa cause of air pressure the low chilogi pressure the nangi pressure ni jigba insa checherwa tang egi khalchebre pressure gi difference de kebar de sebrwa how nge khande sebre ilane lungdi bottle nangi lungdi ma tember nge chilo tember na ta bottle na khala kansam stongba chabrwa there maybe there are few molecules of air in it khanda nanglogi air pressure di nge gi nyung tu tampare so low air pressure inside the bottle, high air pressure outside the bottle. So air rushed into the bottle from high pressure to low pressure, thus inflating the balloon. Or duk shechne so khanda concept ni de azu beju tainda. Din ni sample sha Boyle's law the air movement of air from high pressure to low pressure. Din ni sample sha che. Now mechanism the dishes checking remote himiton da. Peche test go to you 땅에 리모치 들어와 So this is a rough outline of human respiratory system. Dangi chazan timo bache ding anzu ki nostril che. Nostril. Nagu gi igun ti cherwa, and this will be our nasal cavity. This is our oral cavity. Ding anzu mouth re dakha. And this is our oral cavity or buccal cavity. Khanangi pardon ti cherwa. Cavity. And let's say this is our pharynx. At the back of our mouth we have got a pharynx, and this is our voice box, larynx, and this is our trachea, the windpipe trachea. It's a ring of cartilage. These are our lungs. Lower the TV na. Shit. Ta anzu gi di khran chazan ji la lo di chazan ji lo lag ru ba ta lo na la ya ta ya chi rimba do chi yongre visceral pleura che parietal pleura che ne ba ken tinye thona kran so tinai digre visceral pleura che chilo di la parietal pleura 독시 양 키란 속에 근데 식되게 돼야 샤샤고도 산에 키란 속에 버래 근데 둠베 나라야 대치단 태가 저게 개요 말때 있네 아주 로와 난기 차셰지다래 parietal pleura and departelia cavity chungurwa partodelia this cavity area shito space shito this is the cavity, and we call this cavity as a pleural cavity. We call this as pleural cavity, and this is our lung. Okay, and then 당에 낭로 날 때시야 TV 있는다. 또 시합 누르다. These are our bronchus, singular bronchus, plural chevin bronchi chera, and then bronchioles digedi khatyang de turwa. Bronchioles get further divided into bronchioles, these small, and then finally we reach here. These are our alveoli sac. Alveolus la nahi to alveoli sac. Doshe ta tene chik tele yungruwa nga zo ge lowa le ya kya kyab ge so ro chik. We have these ribs. Check ye some shi nga tuk du ye good. Chu se duk se cherwa. Ribs khatsuyor se na hanzu de ribs chungni yorwa. Hanzu tanggo de ribs chungni yor che. Ribs chungni na ne tamegi rib ni di also false rib lana digitu floating ribs lana digitu dige sternum nyam do tuyo mare so nge de chushti ribs to gi parla khariyor lana there is a muscle ribs to gi parla muscle chiyore muscle dige mingla intercostal muscle layer we have got intercostal muscle between the ribs now the sik di phechtangi in da jularwa we call these muscles as intercostal muscle. That's here. Remove the denture. That mechanism say khande yume. Tangbo de la inhalation in da. deshe tangbodi respiration gi mechanism tangbodi inhalation breathing gi mechanism sorry breathing gi mechanism deshe ge I mean explaining you the mechanism of breathing and number 1 it's inhalation right oh ya condense oh ya tan pickup slow na la ngajo long di khangor wa adi condense chine leb go res long ya condense leb go sena ta dele ya tangbo dela ya I'm writing it in point wise tangbo dela kharchi de you have got a muscle here dele ya you've got a muscle here this muscle is called diaphragm this muscle is called diaphragm ye deti shinda diaphragm che so nganzo chowo breathing mechanism deshe gyabu kapso respiratory system dinala chowo lega chinge muscle ni yore intercostal muscle da ane diaphragm ni these are the two muscles that work and which helps us to inhale and exhale so muscle ni digi main kya bachi one is diaphragm and the other is intercostal muscle ta desya tangbo kharchigre during inhalation diaphragm when I say the muscles contract muscle kumgiri ladu chambala when I say muscles when I say muscles I mean diaphragm and intercostal muscle dini dil shugu muscle ni di contract cheb kapsu diaphragm contract cheb kapsu kharchigre muscles diaphragm contract cheb kapsu diaphragm moves down diaphragm the inhalation kapsu diaphragm moves down diaphragm the mar pabdux dagana shingi intercostal muscle the contract cheb kapsu kharchigre the ribs nganjo ribs dige dikhachigre they move up and out ribs move up and out yeah and chilo tango di belly chilo thundigido wa di chungor moves up and out diaphragm moves down but the intercostal muscles when they contract the ribs these ribs they move up and out that dindechi chungchanga and they khachiga niba dela ya dindechi chungchang gyo dindechi thechang when this thing happens the volume of the lung increases the lower nangi pardon chungurwa that increases ta dordu shigyo dange volume of lung increases tagi khallasu boils law gi khallagutu kesi volume pharna remember boils law khallagore volume the pressure ni di inversely proportional rhythm mare boils law gi lagorba kesi volume increase china pressure kharchigre decrease chigirwa because both are oppositely related so when volume of the lung increases what happens to the pressure inside the lung will it increase or decrease so it will decrease lower nangi pressure air pressure the chak dugurwa khansana lower nangi volume the increase chevrwa volume khandes increase che so that's because of these two muscles ra muscle ni di la tension muscle ni di kharche so when they contract diaphragm moves down ribs move up and out therefore the volume of the lung increases when the volume of lung increases the pressure inside the lung decreases as per the Boyle's law ta pressure chak barta di nang ki air pressure di chak tu sambala chilo ki air pressure what should I say the chilo ki air pressure se do I would call it as ta de thiginda ngazu sugu ki chilo la atmospheric pressure chorwa atmospheric pressure there is an atmospheric pressure outside our body and which is 760 mmHg dire atmospheric pressure diga sure chilo nga jo sugu chilo la sugu nanglo lo nanglo la air pressure di low chaswa air pressure di ma chak suma there is a decrease in the air pressure and that's because the volume of lung increases tangma thu dwa deba dwa so volume lung gi low nang gi volume di part du rangshing gi low nang gi air pressure di ma chak dugurwa because Boyle's law says so air pressure de la chak du sambala chilo gi atmospheric pressure di yo bache ani chilo ka di atmospheric pressure di 760 che lower nangi air atmospheric pressure di kc air pressure di ma chak suna let's say 759 mmHg lower nangi air pressure di dindech ma chak suna ta kharchi gre tagi ni ba diyo ba remember this activity air moves from high pressure to low pressure that's a fact air always move from high pressure to low pressure katuna high pressure ne low pressure cholo move chigwa so outside it's high pressure 760 mmHg inside the lung it's 759 mmHg pressure is low so where will the air move from high pressure to low pressure dok se lower nala long di khang legor volume of the lung increases then since volume is inversely proportional to pressure therefore pulmonary pressure the pressure inside the lung decreases the pressure inside the lung decreases so lower nangi pressure di chaksuna air moves in air rushes in chilo ne nangla chilo there is a high pressure nangla air pressure di low re so air will always move from high pressure to low pressure that's how air fills in our lungs ngato lower na lung duks khang legor that's inhalation process mechanism di duks reda ta dig dosho samtana how about exhalation ma chir toyed ta chir toybe kapso again these two muscles work very effectively crying lega chigorta so u ya da tang da mat ya le ma tang che di muscle ni dig lega chushu chigor now think about exhalation taking also inhalation de shegya so now you may think about exhalation just the opposite of inhalation kharchigor exhalation kapsu tagi muscles contract chidwa ta kharchigre opposite of contract is relax deida tange dela ya now I am explaining exhalation the second mechanism is exhalation now what happens during exhalation we're going to write just the opposite of inhalation so during inhalation muscles contract but during exhalation the muscle will relax muscles relaxes opposite of contract is relax contract relax right so muscles se do again I am talking about the diaphragm and the intercostal muscle so when the muscle relaxes what happens diaphragm moves tagi down imba takhare diaphragm moves up tagi ma down imba now the diaphragm moves up exhalation chidu diaphragm moves up ribs catches tagi intercostal muscle the contract chidu ribs move up and out chiswa now what happens is when we exhale ma lung di ma chilo to kapsu ribs will move digi doksho samtanda tagi up ina down out ma chilo to ina in right ribs move down and in this song sa kharchigre lower nangi volume di kharchigre tagi increase cheswa now decrease let us start think just the opposite of inhalation volume of the lung decreases now again as per the Boyle's law when the volume decreases pressure will increase right when the volume decreases pressure will increase you remember this thing when we decrease volume when volume decreases the pressure increases like this one when the volume decreases the pressure inside this increases. I'm increasing the pressure. C, the volume of the gas decreases. So that's a Boyle's law. So when the volume of the lung decreases, since V is inversely proportional to pressure, therefore the pressure inside the lung will increase. Volume decreases, pressure increases. So lower nang la pressure dikhar chavre, increase chevre. Let's say increase chevre na 761 mmHg. Tachilola, it's 760 mmHg. So high pressure inside, low pressure outside. So where will the air move then? The air will move from high pressure to low pressure. So dela high pressure yeruwa tachilol thyoya go chugur. Dokshin. O doksheshine o yalne chungore matangya chungore. That's the science behind it. And the jeshe gyabukapso muscle they play very important role. The diaphragm and intercostal muscle play very important role. And the next thing is you have to understand the Boyle's law and the movement of air from high pressure to low pressure. These two things. These pechutang gurungan delia. O duksre mechanism yidi. Ta peche, if the breathing mechanism is clear, then we'll move on to our next topic, that is breathing event sum nye thagi thoma nge ngodo cheswa even sum your rest during respiration 3 event occurs. Now nye dele kiransola ya even thangbo the breathing is done, ventilation even thasung. And now the second event is niwa the yurim niwa the kharesena diffusion of gas. That is yeah. Diffusion of gas di toksinda. The partner see the kiran so diffusion of gas to thungre. Dinala check de par dich to thangbush to de. Dipart thanggut nala ya alveolus gas exchange lan timidwe. The ngazulova nal chungor. As I mentioned in my previous diagram, nye de board kan tivkaswa. Di kapsu nge lowa nal thamate la lung di khawalib gire sena. The air finally reaches in the alveoli. Alveolus lana digdu, alveoli sac lana digdu. Tela jorgri. The gambu sodo the chunju the manguch parnal tongudwa. That's your alveoli sac. These are the alveoli sac. So dela ya any jorgres gas digeti, lung digeti. Oxygen gas digeti. That sida. The alveolus is richly supplied with blood capillary. Blood vessel shuchi tum sharta. Air diffusion. Diffusion lana movement of air from region of higher concentration to lower concentration. Pena nganzo ya lamp kapsu lower nala gas khari oxygen gas lab dugurwa thama dela oxygen gas lab sa di alveolus sac nal dela ya chunjus tongu dwe de di tangi ende shawra kiransola tension to sheja. This yeah, draw chigi in da. This is the din must leave me. Yeah, that din this chance tongu be na. Din ala ya air tangi there on the shija, board canal shija. Pena the alveoli sac in be nada. Alveolus sac in Bena. Let's say this is the alveolus. Alveolus singular cherwa. That dinala nganzugi alveolus dinala oxygen gas leme layer da. This is your blood vessel. Tardosegi nganzu tube the cigarette wa. That dinanglo la ya this RBC they move. Right? Blood ta yutokorda. Let's say this is our RBC blood. And now what happens is lung nang la oxygen mangboche ta nang la ya there are more carbon dioxide gas coming from the cells and tissues, but there are very few oxygen gas, let's say 1 or 2. There will be an exchange. khare exchange chigilana del oxygen manga yobeche tanal oxygen yunga yosa the oxygen from the alveolus will move into the blood. So that process is called diffusion. Diffusion se na khare se na movement of substance from a region of higher concentration. Oxygen gas khawa manga do alveolus nala mangbo dwa ta nala oxygen gas nyu dwa hala meva do chire dwa. So khar chig do se na oxygen gas ti gyugya go chugur khawa khane khawa chogla gyug dugur se na from a region of higher concentration khawa manga yosa chogne khawa nyunga yosa chogla gyug dugur. That process is called diffusion. Diffusion lena khare movement of substance from a region of higher concentration. Here the concentration of oxygen is high. Concentration of O2 is high. Manga doa high se du manga doa alveolus nala O2 mangbo doa. Yeah, O2 mangbo doa. But in the blood vessel capillary nala ya capillary di nala ya oxygen ki concentration di nyunga doa. Here concentration of oxygen is low or less. nyunga doa. So khachigre substance di khane khawa yugurlana from a region of high concentration to region of low concentration. Manga yosa chone nyunga yosa chola yugdugre. That thing is called diffusion. So there is diffusion chungorta between the alveolus and the blood vessel. Alveolus na blood vessel ni phala ya gas exchange. Let's see. There is carbon dioxide do. Yes, maybe could be very few molecules of carbon dioxide gas. And there is carbon dioxide mang thaje roshi bache. Let's say they have still many of these carbon dioxide gas. There is carbon dioxide gas manga doa CO2 manga doa blood vessel ngajo capillary nanglo le ya carbon dioxide manga doa. So again there will be a diffusion. As a result carbon dioxide gas will move from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Capillary nangla carbon dioxide manga yobache alveolus nangla carbon dioxide nyunga che. So carbon dioxide di khane khawala yug dugre sena high concentration chogne low concentration chogla yug dugre. That is called diffusion. So there ya diffusion chungore. As a result diffusion di chungsanga there is an exchange of gas. Gas exchange chitugor. Process dila gyurim dila ya diffusion sa. Ya ta ditik bache. Taga nang shingi yang anzoge dela ya. Detevi na. Pena nge tabung chikcherwa. Yang ta dux legorda. Ning ne ma cheche. Ning ne ma cheche ta di yug legorda. Na ta di nanglo la career se nang ege. Oxygen gas mangboyorda. This is again a capillary. And there are plenty of oxygen inside the blood, right? Yeah, this is my cell. You may say it's a tissue also, cell, yang tissue. Di nangla khariyore sena carbon dioxide lemeyor. Tadi carbon dioxide condition lebre shedi tande julange deshigegi respiration deshigeb kaps. Ta karchigre dela oxygen shira mindu very few oxygens are there. Maybe very few oxygen, less oxygen molecules are there. So kharchigre again oxygen molecule will move from higher concentration to low concentration. Capillary ne ngajo cell nangla oxygen chuligir. Ani pha khar dugre esena carbon dioxide dur. Tayange interest na. Color manda nishtora. CO2 dukshishra. And there are carbon dioxide maybe very few. So there is exchange. Again there is exchange. So anjo ki suku ki cell the tissue da capillary phala capillary is in a blood vessel re di phala ya gas exchange chigdo again that process is called diffusion. So process ni the diffusion re thangbo breathing chigre og ya oxygen ya lembre oxygen len chene len sabjula oxygen di lowa nal de dig marwa khawa dugre ko left sa sa yorba ko khawala ne gugre oxygen di khawala go khoir oxygen di khawala go khoir sena ta deida mechanism the event sumba dinda can say oxygen khawala pejores samdanda oxygen di kawala pejere isena even somebody respiration cellular respiration tasya ngajo respiration la type near ye duk sena aerobic anaerobic aerobic sena kharire respiration sena food energy la gyuriya dila respiration sa when food is converted into energy that process is called respiration now to convert food into energy there could be two ways one is called aerobic the other is called anaerobic now in case of aerobic food is converted into energy with the use of oxygen. Here we use oxygen gas. Oxygen gas but in case of anaerobic, food is converted into energy in the absence of oxygen or in the very limited supply of air. Yana oxygen pe nyunyu che, yana oxygen mevathone chungor. Dinichila anaerobic sa. So this is the basic difference. Tang egi aerobic di kawala chungu yoresina aerobic respiration occur in mitochondria. The aerobic respiration take place in mitochondria. Anaerobic respiration di yang e rigni la shishiyeva cheginda. Anaerobic respiration. One is called the anaerobic respiration di langege fermentation la ne digidu. I may use the word fermentation for anaerobic respiration. Fermentation sena kharire glucose energy la gyuriya dil lagor but in this case we don't use oxygen. Without the use of oxygen when food is converted into energy that is called fermentation and that thing is majorly done by the bacteria raw fermentation. So fermentation di tsowo dire glucose energy le gyuriya dila oxygen pecho madang boton gyuriya dila fermentation sigre tsowo. So dela ya anaerobic respiration di fermentation do chire. Ta dela ya yewani la chena anaerobic respiration la yewani di kharire sena. Alcoholic fermentation chikche and then yewani wa di kharire sena. Lactic acid fermentation. Lactic acid fermentation. Dirda. So anaerobic lysia. Type nidwa. There are two types of anaerobic respiration. One is called alcoholic fermentation. The other one is called lactic acid fermentation. Aerobic food converted into energy in the presence of oxygen and this thing occur in the mitochondria of our cell. Ngazu tabung nangi mitochondria such delia tabung chungu delia ani thanda di aerobic respiration di chungore. Anaerobic respiration sena fermentation chigla lagore and delia rigni yore alcoholic fermentation senge chigna anaerobic senge ni rigni wa di lactic acid fermentation. The alcoholic fermentation di inda dishe de glucose tishaura food lane digidu glucose lane digidu glucose ti kharchi kor nganje energy la kyurkor but do we use oxygen here? No, since it is anaerobic respiration therefore we don't use oxygen. And where does this take place? In alcoholic fermentation it takes place in the yeast cell, in some bacteria also. So duk sheshine yeast cell nal chungore we don't use oxygen and the thama dela alcoholic fermentation ki end product khalana energy plus carbon dioxide dir any energy di pe nyure as compared to aerobic respiration ye industry urwa digi energy sogyo ta digi energy sogyo yabusya during aerobic respiration the amount of energy made is higher than the energy made during anaerobic respiration. 다제 춘주치 동교에 가시러와 그래서 야구세야 줌은치데 aerobic respiration nala energy dage das compare chigoyo darwa aerobic respiration nala energy 36 ATP sugoyo na and digashi sugoyo na ani alcoholic fermentation nala energy suishavadi 2 ATP nyungnyure dagana shin lactic acid fermentation nala kharchigo orsena nganzo glucose ti again energy le gyurgor we convert glucose into energy ani kharchigo delaya kawal chungor lactic acid di muscle cell generally muscle cell na nganzo shane tabung na la chungor lactic acid ta de kapsu ya product khare la na product energy plus lactic acid did energy plus lactic acid so see the ta de nganzo aerobic respiration kaps khare godu we need oxygen during aerobic respiration we need oxygen di changma khawa chungore respiration process di kangza khawa chungore cell nangla this ne nganjo khala re chik cellular respiration because the whole event occur in the cell respiration take place in the cell di chik che nivadela respiration is of two types aerobic and anaerobic aerobic requires oxygen normally we do aerobic respiration in order to respire, in order to do this thing, aerobic respiration, we need oxygen gas. And we get oxygen gas through diffusion process. Tagila so ade, najo tha nang ne oxygen gas di thabung la chu le, ani pha khartigre carbon dioxide. Chu oxygen lengyo de, cell nang la oxygen chu lengyo de, ta de phejo chigor. Thabung nang, mitochondria le such a de lebgire, and then they use the oxygen gas in converting food into energy. This is called aerobic respiration. In case of respiration reaction bachi anaerobic. Dinala kharchugore food energy le gyurgore imbe ine dela kebar kharyotlna we don't use oxygen. As the oxygen pejutango mare. It take place in the absence of oxygen. Ta deche ta dene tamadela comparison chigi aerobic ta anaerobic ni phal. Aerobic, anaerobic. Respiration yi bala kebar kariyume. Tangbodela, it occurs in the presence of oxygen. O2. Nivatela, it occurs in the absence or limited O2. Deche. Kebarnivadi occur in mitochondria. Cell nangi mitochondria la such del chungore. Dela occurs in khawal chungore yeast cell ta muscle cell. Cytoplasm nal chungor anaerobic respiration. Then somebody produces more energy. Delaya produces less energy. Kebar sum chungswa ta kebar shiva di kran zo yan tine degree kebar shiva di product gal tine degree aerobic respiration la product kharre and products are aerobic respiration ka carbon dioxide water and energy dire this sum dire. During aerobic respiration, these are the end product. Thamadela energy sugure plus carbon dioxide sugure plus water. This sum sugure. Anaerobic respiration nala end product kharre la na end product. Ethanol che plus carbon dioxide chik che. Taganang shingi. end product rich lactic acid dinidr and plus energy yo bache. These are the end products. So kebar si da ni kebar shish tiyo yangya si aerobic the anaerobic respiration di generally aerobic respiration di oxygen yo toni chungure anaerobic oxygen me yangna nyunyu nyungshe tol chigre. Aerobic respiration di nganzu thabung nangi mitochondrial lysis del chigre. Anaerobic di yangna yeast cell nangla yangna muscle cell nang chungre. Sumba de la aerobic respiration gi nushu mangate thugre nushu gi zade manga su thugre ATP sigirwa ngazo denge bracket nangla ATP tishaw. ATP manga su thugre di nushu gi zachil law. So de la ya anaerobic nangla produces less energy nushu gi zade nyunga su thugre. Thama de la end product aerobic respiration gi thama chung sabe jula khari sugre la na carbon dioxide water and energy. Anaerobic respiration ki end product khare yangna ethanol the carbon dioxide the energy sugre yana lactic acid the energy sugre. These are the end products. Dus che thani kiran chole ya ngege respiration the deba yo even sumchik echumbu sumchi deshe ge respiration ki even sum di khare khare re thangbo dela breathing niba dela diffusion of gas sumba dela cellular respiration. First breathing occurs, then there's a diffusion of gas, and finally there is a respiration occurring in our cell. Respiration di cell nang chungbor. O dukshe even sum di yangya yak puchi sida kiranso and dikan samno yak puchita kya jun yak puchi rochi. That's it, tochina.